Ladies and gentlemen, we've all been there, staring at a crossroads, wondering which way to turn. The people we count on, some love us, some leave us, and some leave us, and some, they confuse the life out of us. But let me tell you something right now, your power lies in how you handle those moments of confusion, doubt, and pain. Let me share a story. There was a young woman I knew. Let's call her Maria. She had a dream, a big one. She wanted to start her own business. But life wasn't making it easy. People around her told her two things: we believe in you, and this will never work. It was love on one side, discouragement on the other, and in the middle, confusion. Should she push forward or stop altogether? Maria decided to stop listening to the noise and start listening to herself. She loved herself enough to bet on her own potential, leave behind those who doubted her, and reject the confusion that paralyzed her. Was it easy? No. She faced failure after failure. But she persisted, learned, and grew. Today, she's the CEO of her own company. You see, Maria understood the power of a single decision to choose clarity over confusion, persistence over doubt, and action over fear. Now, let's bring it back to you. What's confusing you right now? Is it a relationship that feels like it's hanging by a thread? Is it a dream that seems just out of reach? Or maybe it's the voice in your own head telling you you're not enough. Whatever it is, I'm here to tell you you are enough. You are stronger than the confusion. You are bigger than the doubt. Clarity in relationships and intentions is the foundation of meaningful connections and personal peace. When people enter our lives, their presence often comes with expectations, promises, or assumptions. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a professional alliance, these connections shape our emotions, decisions, and sometimes even our sense of self. But when intentions are unclear, confusion arises, and with it, emotional turmoil. Imagine being in a relationship where words of love are spoken, but actions don't align with those words. One day there's affection and support, the next there's distance and uncertainty. This inconsistency leaves you questioning, is this love real? Is it worth holding on to? When intentions are mixed or left unspoken, they create an emotional fog that blurs the line between reality and perception. You find yourself investing energy in decoding signals instead of experiencing the relationship fully. This lack of clarity doesn't just disrupt your peace, it chips away at your self-worth, making you feel unbalanced and unsure of your value. Clear intentions, on the other hand, provide stability. They allow you to understand where you stand and where you stand and where you're headed. When someone expresses love and backs it up with consistent actions, trust builds. When a friend communicates their loyalty or a colleague outlines their commitment to a shared goal, the relationship thrives because you know what to expect. Clarity acts as a guidepost, ensuring that your energy is spent on growth rather than on second guessing. It's important to recognize that confusion in relationships often stems from a fear of confrontation or vulnerability. People hesitate to articulate their true feelings, worried about how others might react. This fear leads to half-hearted commitments, vague promises, and unspoken frustrations. While these actions may temporarily shield individuals from discomfort, they create long-term damage. Without honest communication, relationships lose their authenticity and ultimately their meaning. Taking responsibility for your role in relationships is key to fostering clarity. This starts with asking yourself tough questions. What do I truly want from this relationship? Am I clear about my own intentions? Have I communicated my needs openly? Often we expect clarity from others without first offering it ourselves. By being honest about your feelings and transparent in your actions, you set the standard for how others should engage with you. Boundaries are another crucial element in maintaining clarity. When you establish what is acceptable and what isn't, you create a framework that protects your emotional well-being. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away, they're about inviting the right people to step closer with respect and understanding. For example, if someone's inconsistent behavior leaves you feeling drained, a clear boundary might involve expressing your need for consistency and following through by limiting your exposure to their mixed signals, if they don't align. Clarity also requires listening, truly listening. Misunderstandings often arise when we interpret others' actions or words through our lens rather than seeking to understand their perspective. Asking questions, seeking clarification, and confirming intentions help bridge gaps and align expectations. This practice isn't about controlling outcomes, it's about ensuring mutual respect and understanding. Life becomes significantly less stressful when relationships are built on clear intentions. You no longer have to wonder where you stand or waste energy on decoding signals. Instead, you're free to invest in relationships that nurture and uplift you. This clarity also empowers you to walk away from situations that don't serve you. Letting go isn't easy, but it's necessary when confusion outweighs clarity and when someone's actions contradict their words. Clarity in relationships is about valuing yourself enough to demand honesty, both from others and yourself. It's about creating connections that are genuine and enduring, where love and intentions are expressed with consistency and respect. When clarity reigns, relationships become sources of joy and growth rather than uncertainty and doubt. Self-respect and boundaries are at the core of a fulfilling and empowered life. They define how you interact with others, how you allow yourself to be treated, and how you navigate relationships, both personal and professional. Without self-respect, you risk losing sight of your worth. And without boundaries, you open the door to being taken advantage of, manipulated, or emotionally drained. Self-respect begins with recognizing your intrinsic value. It's not something you earn from achievements, accolades, or approval from others. It's a fundamental belief that you matter, just as you are. When you truly respect yourself, you stop looking to external validation to define your worth. Instead, you draw strength from within, trusting your instincts, honoring your feelings, and making choices that align with your values. This self-respect becomes a guiding force, influencing how you handle challenges, relationships, and setbacks. Boundaries are a natural extension of self-respect. They act as invisible lines that protect your emotional, physical, and mental well-being. These boundaries are not about keeping people out, but about letting the right people in, those who respect and value you as you are. Without clear boundaries, you might find yourself saying yes when you want to say no, tolerating behavior that hurts you, or sacrificing your needs to please others. Over time, this can lead to resentment, burnout, and a diminished sense of self. Establishing boundaries starts with understanding your own limits. What are you willing to tolerate? What behaviors cross the line for you? These questions require deep self-reflection and honesty. Once you've identified your limits, the next step is communicating them clearly and assertively. For instance, if someone frequently interrupts your personal time with demands, a boundary for you, and a boundary might involve setting specific times for when you're available and when you're not. By expressing this boundary respectfully, you reinforce your self-respect while also teaching others how to treat you. It's important to remember that boundaries are not about controlling others, they're about controlling your own life. You can't force someone to respect your boundaries, but you can enforce them by choosing how you respond to boundary violations. For example, if someone disregards your request for space, you can limit your interactions with them or remove yourself from the situation entirely. Enforcing boundaries can be uncomfortable at first, especially if you fear conflict or rejection. However, over time, you'll find that those who truly care for you will respect your boundaries, and those who don't were never meant to stay in your life. The relationship between self-respect and boundaries is evident in how you handle love and rejection. When someone loves you genuinely, they respect your boundaries, uplift you, and add value to your life. In contrast, if someone disregards your feelings, takes advantage of your kindness, or leaves you in emotional confusion, self-respect allows you to step back and assess whether this relationship aligns with your values and needs. Walking away from situations or people that don't respect your boundaries is an act of self-love and strength, not weakness. Society often teaches us to prioritize others' needs over our own, especially in the name of freedom, of kindness, or maintaining harmony. While empathy and compassion are essential qualities, they should never come at the expense of your self-worth. Balancing kindness with self-respect means recognizing when to help others and when to prioritize your own well-being. You can pour from a full cup, but when your cup is empty, you have nothing left to give. One of the most empowering aspects of self-respect and boundaries is the freedom they bring. When you respect yourself and establish firm boundaries, you no longer feel the need to prove your worth to anyone. You stop chasing approval and start attracting people who genuinely value and support you. Life becomes less about pleasing others and more about living authentically and intentionally. Self-respect and boundaries are acts of self-care and self-love. They remind you that you deserve relationships and experiences that honor who you are. When you prioritize your well-being, you create space for growth, happiness, and deeper, more meaningful connections. By standing firm in your worth and protecting your energy, you empower yourself to live a life of purpose and authenticity. The power of decision-making lies at the heart of every successful and fulfilling life. Decisions shape your path, define your future, and determine the quality of your experiences. Yet many people fear making decisions because they're afraid of choosing wrong or facing the consequences of their choices. This fear leads to hesitation, stagnation, and sometimes being trapped in situations that no longer serve their purpose or growth. Recognizing the transformative power of making firm decisions is essential to moving forward and living authentically. Indecision is a silent thief of time and energy. It keeps you stuck in a loop of overthinking, second-guessing, and waiting for external validation or the perfect moment. In reality, there is no perfect time to act, only the present moment, where choices must be made. When you remain indecisive, opportunities slip away, and you risk being left in a state of perpetual limbo, where neither progress nor peace is possible. Making a decision, even when the outcome is uncertain, provides clarity and momentum. It allows you to take ownership of your life, rather than passively waiting for circumstances to dictate your path. Every decision, no matter how small, is a step forward. Even when the choice doesn't lead to the desired result, it offers invaluable lessons and experiences that shape your growth. Mistakes are not failures, they're stepping stones to success. The only true failure is refusing to decide and, in doing so, remaining stuck in the same place. Decisions require courage. It's easy to fear judgment, rejection, or loss, but allowing these fears to paralyze you will hold you back from reaching your potential. Courage doesn't mean you're free from fear, it means acting despite it. Consider a moment in your life when you had to make a tough decision. Perhaps it was choosing to leave a job, end a relationship, or pursue a new opportunity. The fear of the unknown may have weighed heavily on you, but once the decision was made, there was likely a sense of relief and empowerment. That's because taking decisive action aligns you with your inner strength and self-trust. Decisions also create boundaries. When you decide what you want and take steps toward it, you naturally eliminate distractions and focus your energy on what truly matters. For example, if you decide to prioritize your health, you're less likely to engage in habits or activities that undermine that goal. This clarity simplifies your life and directs your actions toward your vision. Without clear decisions, you risk scattering your energy and chasing multiple, often conflicting goals, leaving you overwhelmed and unfulfilled. One of the most empowering aspects of decision-making is its ability to shift your mindset from victimhood to empowerment. When you take responsibility for your choices, you acknowledge that you are in control of your life. External circumstances may influence your situation, but how you respond is always within your power. Choosing to act rather than react, to adapt rather than resist, transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and resilience. To harness the power of decision-making, start small. Practice making daily decisions with intention, whether it's deciding how to spend your time, whom to spend it with, or what priorities to focus on. Over time, these small, deliberate choices build confidence in your ability to tackle bigger decisions. Trust your instincts. Your intuition is often a powerful guide that aligns with your deepest values and desires. Not all decisions need to be perfect. Some will lead to unexpected detours, but even those detours hold value. What matters most is that you're moving forward, learning and growing with every step. A life lived without decisive action is a life left unfulfilled. Making decisions is not just about choosing a path, it's about embracing your power, defining your identity, and creating a future that reflects your true self. Decisions are the seeds of transformation. Every time you make a choice, you plant a seed that will grow into the life you envision. Don't let fear or uncertainty rob you of the chance to grow. Decide boldly, act courageously, and trust that every choice, right or wrong, is a step closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. Adversity is a universal experience. Everyone faces challenges, setbacks, and difficulties at some point in life. While these moments often feel overwhelming and disheartening, they hold within them the potential for growth and transformation. Adversity, when approached with the right mindset, can serve as a powerful catalyst for personal development, teaching resilience, revealing strengths, and paving the way for new opportunities. Consider how a diamond is formed. It starts as a lump of carbon, ordinary and unremarkable, but through immense pressure and heat, it transforms into something extraordinary, a sparkling gem. Adversity in life functions in much the same way. It applies pressure, pushes you out of your comfort zone, and forces you to confront challenges you may have never anticipated. While it can be painful in the moment, it's often the very thing that shapes you into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. One of the greatest lessons adversity teaches is resilience. When faced with obstacles, you have two choices: give up or press forward. Resilience is the ability to choose to give up or press forward. Resilience is the ability to choose the latter, to persevere even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's about finding the strength to get back up after every fall, not because it's easy, but because giving up means settling for less than your potential. Each time you overcome a challenge, your resilience grows, making you better equipped to face the next one.
Adversity also reveals character. In moments of struggle, your true nature emerges. How you respond to setbacks says more about you than how you handle success. Do you blame others, or do you take responsibility?
Do you let failure define you, or do you use it as a stepping stone? Challenges test your values, beliefs, and priorities, helping you better understand who you are and what truly matters to you. This self-awareness is a powerful tool for growth and clarity. Adversity often sparks creativity and innovation. When the usual paths are blocked, you're forced to think outside the box, to find new ways to solve problems and achieve your goals. History is filled with examples of people who turned their struggles into success stories. For instance, Thomas Edison, after thousands of failed attempts at inventing the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perseverance turned an idea into a world-changing invention, proving that obstacles can lead to groundbreaking discoveries. Adversity also has a way of strengthening relationships and building communities. In times of difficulty, people often come together to support one another, forming bonds that might not have existed otherwise. Whether it's leaning on a friend during a personal crisis or collaborating with a team to overcome a work-related challenge, adversity fosters connection and reminds us of the strength found in unity. These relationships become a source of encouragement and inspiration, proving that even in the darkest times, you're never truly alone. While adversity is unavoidable, how you perceive it makes all the difference. Instead of viewing challenges as roadblocks, see them as opportunities to grow and learn. Shift your mindset from "why is this happening to me?" to "what can I learn from this?" This change in perspective not only helps you cope, but also empowers you to emerge from adversity stronger and more determined. To transform challenges into opportunities, it's crucial to take action. Start by breaking down the problem into manageable steps and focus on what you can control. Celebrate small victories along the way, as they build momentum and confidence. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who uplift and encourage you. And most importantly, believe in your ability to overcome, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Life's greatest achievements often come on the other side of adversity. The most inspiring stories, the most remarkable accomplishments, and the most profound personal transformations are born out of struggle. Adversity is not the end of the road, it's a fork in the path, guiding you toward growth and self-discovery. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as fuel to become the person you're meant to be. Persistence through uncertainty is a skill that separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. Life is unpredictable, full of twists and turns, and the path to success is rarely straight. Moments of doubt and confusion can feel like insurmountable walls, but persistence is the hammer that can break through them. It is not about having all the answers or knowing every step in advance. It's about committing to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead is unclear. Uncertainty can be paralyzing. When you don't know what lies ahead, the fear of failure, rejection, or making the wrong decision can hold you back. This fear often manifests as procrastination or avoidance, leading you to stay in your comfort zone rather than taking action. However, staying still in the face of uncertainty only prolongs the discomfort. Persistence, on the other hand, is about embracing the unknown and taking action despite the fear. It's about understanding that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, who faced immense uncertainty before becoming one of the most successful authors in history. Before the world knew of Harry Potter, she was a struggling single mother living on welfare, receiving numerous rejections from publishers. She didn't have a guarantee that her book would succeed, but she had a vision and an unwavering determination to see it through. Her persistence paid off, and her story is now an inspiration to millions. It's a reminder that the path to greatness often requires walking through uncertainty with faith and resilience. Persistence also helps you uncover possibilities that might otherwise remain hidden. When you keep pushing forward, even when the way is unclear, you give yourself the chance to discover solutions, opportunities, and strengths you didn't know you had. Many breakthroughs happen not because someone had a perfect plan, but because they refused to give up when others did. The act of staying in motion creates momentum, and that momentum often leads to clarity and success. Uncertainty is also a breeding ground for growth. It forces you to adapt, learn, and become resourceful. Think of an athlete training for a marathon. They don't know exactly how their body will react to the strain or what challenges they'll face during the race, but they persist in their preparation, trusting the process. Through the uncertainty, they become stronger, faster, and more resilient. Similarly, life's uncertainties are training grounds for personal development. Every time you persist through doubt, you build confidence in your ability to navigate the unknown. To persist through uncertainty, you must anchor yourself in purpose. A strong why can carry you through the toughest times. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? What will I gain by pushing through this challenge? When your purpose is clear, it becomes easier to stay focused and motivated, even when the outcome is uncertain. Another key to persistence is breaking the journey into manageable steps. Uncertainty can feel overwhelming when you try to tackle everything at once. By focusing on one step at a time, you can reduce the sense of chaos and create a sense of accomplishment with each small victory. Progress may be slow, but it's still progress, and each step brings you closer to your goal. Support systems also play a crucial role in staying persistent. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your vision. Their encouragement can provide the strength you need to keep going when doubt creeps in. At the same time, avoid those who sow negativity or discourage your efforts. Persistence thrives in a positive and supportive environment. Persistence through uncertainty requires self-compassion. There will be setbacks and moments when things don't go as planned. Instead of beating yourself up, view these moments as opportunities to learn and adjust. Treat yourself with kindness, celebrate your effort, and remind yourself that every challenge you face is part of the journey. Persistence is not about being fearless or never failing. It's about refusing to let fear or failure define you. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that your efforts will pay off, even if the outcome is not immediately visible. Through persistence, you build resilience, discover your strength, and prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming any uncertainty that comes your way. The concept of self-empowerment is one of the most transformative forces in life. It is the realization that your happiness, success, and fulfillment are not determined by external factors, but by your ability to take control of your own story. Self-empowerment is about recognizing your inner strength and using it to shape your future, regardless of the challenges or circumstances you face. It is the key to unlocking your potential and living a life of authenticity and purpose. Far too often, people give away their power by placing their worth or success in the hands of others. They wait for validation, rely on others to provide direction, or blame external circumstances for their limitations. While external factors can influence your life, they do not define you. When you embrace self-empowerment, you take ownership of your choices, actions, and responses. You understand that while you cannot always control what happens to you, you can always control how you respond to it. One of the most important steps in self-empowerment is self-awareness. You must take the time to understand your strengths, weaknesses, values, and desires. This awareness acts as your compass, guiding your decisions and helping you align your actions with your true self. For instance, if you value creativity but find yourself in a monotonous job, self-awareness will push you to seek opportunities that align with your passions. Without this understanding, it's easy to drift through life conforming to expectations that don't reflect who you truly are. Another critical aspect of self-empowerment is taking responsibility for your life. This means letting go of the victim mindset and acknowledging that you are the author of your own story. While it's natural to feel discouraged by setbacks or unfair circumstances, self-empowerment requires you to focus on what you can control. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I do about this?" Shifting your mindset from blame to action is a powerful way to regain control and move forward. Self-empowerment also involves setting and pursuing meaningful goals. Goals give you a sense of direction and purpose, acting as a roadmap for your journey. When you set clear, achievable goals, you empower yourself to take deliberate action toward the life you want. These goals don't have to be grand or life-changing. Even small, incremental goals can build momentum and confidence. For example, committing to daily exercise, learning a new skill, or dedicating time to a personal project are all acts of self-empowerment. Each step forward reinforces the belief that you are capable of creating change. Resilience is another cornerstone of self-empowerment. Life will inevitably throw challenges and setbacks your way, but how you handle them determines your growth. Empowered individuals don't view failures as the end, they see them as opportunities to learn and adapt. They know that every obstacle overcome is a testament to their strength and perseverance. Developing resilience requires a mindset shift. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a natural part of progress. Belief in yourself is the foundation of self-empowerment. This belief is not arrogance or overconfidence, it's a quiet conviction that you have the ability to rise to any occasion. Cultivating self-belief often means silencing the inner critic that doubts your capabilities. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations of your worth and potential. Surround yourself with people who encourage and inspire you, and distance yourself from those who undermine your confidence. Taking risks is another essential element of self-empowerment. Growth often requires stepping outside your comfort zone and venturing into the unknown. While this can be intimidating, it's also where the most significant opportunities for self-discovery and success lie. Trusting yourself to take risks, even when the outcome is uncertain, builds confidence and opens doors to new possibilities. Self-empowerment is about reclaiming your agency. It's a recognition that you are not a passive participant in life, but an active creator of your destiny. This mindset not only allows you to overcome challenges, but also enables you to live with purpose, passion, and authenticity. When you empower yourself, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity and change. In embracing self-empowerment, you give yourself permission to dream boldly, act courageously, and live fully. You become the driver of your life, unshaken by the storms around you, and confident in your ability to navigate toward the life you deserve. Empowerment is not a one-time decision, it's a daily commitment to trust yourself, take action, and believe in your infinite potential. Life will always present us with choices, challenges, and moments of uncertainty. But within each decision, every hardship, and all the ambiguity lies the power to transform our lives. When you embrace clarity over confusion, take ownership of your story, persist through the storms, and empower yourself to act, You unlock a version of yourself that is unstoppable. Love me, leave me, but don't confuse me is more than just a statement. It's a call to action. It's a reminder that your life is yours to design. You have the ability to rise above indecision, to find strength in adversity, and to persist even when the path is unclear. Most importantly, you have the power to choose yourself, to value your dreams, your worth, and your vision. As you leave here today, I urge you to take one bold step toward clarity and purpose. Make that decision you've been putting off. Face that challenge you've been avoiding. Persist in the face of doubt and trust in your ability to create the life you envision. Remember, the world can love you, the world can leave you, but never let it confuse you about the incredible potential that lies within you. Your story is waiting to be written. Pick up the pen and write it with courage, purpose, and conviction. The best is yet to come.